to go. Everybody has signed their documents.
Speaking area.
Speaking area.
If you don't want this, we'll remove it before your speech. And then it's just basically everything right here. Don't bump into anything and you're good.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, I would say from that chair here to the end of the table here, so you have this whole area.
Okay.
And we'll move this out of the way.
Anything else? Let the show begin. Okay. Target speaker.
Is target speaker, does he have time? Is he timed or no?
5-7.
5-7, okay. Let's welcome Rich as our target speaker. Rich,
Say my title. Say something.
your I don't have anything. I'll make it up.
Say something.
Say something is his title.
Say something is his title.
Oh, say
Say
something.
something.
Okay, I didn't say something is his title, Rich Brenner.
No, that's not it. It's just say something.
Say something. Say something, Rich Brenner. Say something, Rich Brenner. Thank you, Lisa.
About a half an hour ago, I walked out of the restroom, and unbeknownst to me, my shirt tail was still tucked under my belt like this. Deb walked over to me and said, "Rich, your shirt tail is hung out." Not hung out. She did something. When something's not right, say something. I wish you could be there with me. It's about 20 years ago. It's a Friday night in Great Falls, Montana. An exciting night in Great Falls because we have a very unusual double feature at the Cinema 2. You come at 7 o'clock and you see Kevin Kline in and out, and you stick around after an intermission to hear Air Force One with Harrison Ford. It starts about 7, it can go till like 11 o'clock, a long evening. Things were going very well. The first movie, fine. We saw the previews of the first movie. The previews, I keep track, it's 19 minutes and 20 seconds worth of previews. Not that I'm counting. Then we saw the movie. There was an intermission of 15 minutes. People went out to replenish their popcorn, hit the head, come back in. The lights go down again, and we're about to see Harrison Ford. Woo! But no. The previews start to play again. The previews that every person, almost 100 people in that audience, packed house, not an empty seat. We had all seen these 19 minutes and 22 seconds with the previews just before. Somebody on my left, I was in the 3rd row center and got one of the last seats. Somebody on my left said, "Somebody should say something. They're playing the previews again. It's a long night. We're going to be here till midnight if they keep doing this." Somebody said, "Yeah, somebody should say something." Well, I'm a Toastmaster. I looked around. I thought to myself, yeah, somebody should say something. So I stood up and I turned around and I waved like this. And I was blinded by the projector and my shadow went on the screen and I said, "Please stop the previews. We've all seen the previews." But the previews, like the Missouri River, just kept rolling along. Finally, I got out of my seat. I went back to the lobby. I went over to the projection door and I knocked. The door opened slowly, and I could see a teenager in a yellow sundress. She was petite and she was petrified. Her eyes looked like she was confronting a terrorist. And I said, "Please stop the previews. We've all seen the previews." She says, "I can't. They're all on one reel." So I went back to my seat. That was the end of it. As I walked out at 11 o'clock, one of my Toastmaster friends was there and he said, "Rich, nice try. I saw what you did, nice try. You tried to make it right by saying something." Fast forward, 7 weeks later, I'm a professor at the University of Great Falls. I teach public speaking. We had an assignment that day to talk about an incident in your life that made you mad. The assignment is they're supposed to bring a newspaper and pound on the table, talk about an incident that made them mad. The class was going well. It's a lot of fun, a lot of surprises, a lot of laughs. Finally, the worst kid in the class, David Romanesco, a kid with a chip on his shoulder. He was 5'6", just a wisp of 110 pounds, just a totally lousy student, defiant, didn't want to be there. Of course, he's the last speaker, and he gets up there, and all of a sudden he says, "There I was at the Cinema 2 for the double feature many weeks ago." And I'm in the back of the room and I'm thinking, oh, he might be talking about me. And there I was, working the popcorn stand, minding my own business. And halfway through the theater, I hear inside some turkey yelling, "Stop the previews, stop the previews." Then he bursts into the lobby and he goes up and he pounds on the door. And my girlfriend Melissa answers the door, and he spit on her and he shouted at her. I'm standing in the back and I'm thinking, I hope he doesn't say my name. And finally he ends the speech by saying, "And I don't care what happens now, this is it." Boom. And he walked over and he sat down. And of course, it was a stunning change that had occurred to this mild-mannered student. He knocked it out of the park. Well, the class left and I said, "David, can I talk to you for a second?" I said, "David, I apologize. It was kind of rude of me the way I did that." He says, "Yeah, sure." And he walked out. When something's not right, try to make it right. Say something. What was I going to do? I decided to drive down to the cinema. I sat in the parking lot. It was 2 in the afternoon. I pulled out a notebook and I wrote a letter of apology to the manager. Sitting in the parking lot. "Dear Mr. Manager, I need to apologize for my brusque remarks that I made to your young female projectionist 2 months ago. I need to commend David Romanesco, who works the popcorn machine. Commend him for his tact, his honesty, and his courage to say something. Signed, Dr. Richard Briner, full professor at the University of Great Falls." I put it in an envelope and I slipped it under the manager's door. The following Tuesday, which was the next class, I walked into my classroom 20 minutes early and I saw something I had never seen before. David Romanesco was sitting there in the front row. He never sits in the front row. He was 20 minutes early. He's always been late. He was smiling. I didn't know he could do that. And he was making eye contact with me. And I was surprised. I said, "David, what gives?" He says, "My manager showed me the letter that you sent, and I want to know that my girlfriend and I really appreciated it." When something's not right, try to make it right. Like I tried to do in the theater. Like David did in my class. Like I tried to do after class. And finally, like I did when I sent the letter. But David, coming to class that day, early, made it right the best